Well, I have a siphon update. I thought I was going to do it with my aquaponics, natural aquaponics 3 update, but I'll do them separate. This, I was beginning to doubt. I have to be honest with you. I was about to give up. This is the 2.5-inch siphon. As you can see, it is in a 6-inch drain pipe. You can cover it with clay pebbles, and I didn't know if I could fit it in there or not, but I finally did, thank God. It's 2.5-inch siphon, which is my favorite siphon. It breaks siphon better than anything I've ever seen. It's incredible, and it's my favorite one, so I'm glad I was able to get it into it. I'm going to show you how to get it into a 6-inch drain pipe. Like I said, you can cover it with clay pebbles. Be careful about covering it with gravel. You could do it, I guess. You put something underneath it. I thought about cutting some little pieces of like 3/4 inch or something, little bitty pieces, and just sort of cup them under it about 3 places just to brace the siphon. The only problem then is you want to make sure you don't have any pressure down on your bulkhead. You might have a lot of pressure on the bulkhead and break the bulkhead, and then you'd have some problems for sure. But that's why I would recommend only doing it with clay pebbles if you're going to cover it. But it will fit in a 6-inch drain pipe. If you go to PVC Fittings Online, I think it's PVCFittingsOnline.com. That's one place that I have found these 2.5-inch to 2-inch reducing elbow 90 degree, and you'll find them on there. And then what you want to do is you want to cut it off just like that. Cut the elbow off like that, flush. Just take that, cut it off, flush. And what you have to do is go around the inside, just the inside, with a heat gun. Go around it just on the inside where you've cut it off, around the inside corner where you've cut it off, with a heat gun for about 1.5 minutes, you know, and just rotating it around slowly, you know, get it pretty close, get it good and heated up where it's a little bit pliable. And then take a 2.5-inch a 2-inch bushing, 2-inch to 1-inch bushing, or if you want to go 2-inch to 1 1/4, but I would say it's going to be pretty tight. So 2-inch to 1-inch bushing, and take it. I cut it off. You know, it's solid in there, and then there's about like a 1/2 inch or so sticking off, and I cut that part off. I didn't cut into the part where it was solid. I didn't want to cut too much off. And then after I got it heated up, then I took it and I just sort of screwed it in, if you will. You know, get it twisted around, get it to where it started in. You don't want to get this too soft, but just soft enough around the inside. You don't want to heat the whole thing, just around the inside corner there. And take and just twist it, get it started. And then once you got it started, take, you know, and tap around with a hammer, and you can get it to go in. Before I did that, I had trimmed around the inside edge and the outside edge of the bushing, inside edge of this, with a little knife, a utility knife. I don't think that was necessary because I thought that would help me hammer it in, and it didn't. And so I don't think that's necessary. What's necessary is heating this up. If that doesn't work, then trim around the edges, and then it'll work. But I would just try, I'm going to try on my next one, just heating that up around the inside, taking it and just sort of twisting it back and forth till it starts in, get it going in, and then take and just lightly tap around the edge with a hammer till I've got it going in, and then tap it all the way in. And then you can just build your siphon the way you, you know, the what do I call it, the sideways position, or the I forget. Anyway, just look on there, LBS siphon with a twist, and you can just build a siphon like you would any of the other siphons, and it'll fit in there, just, you know, over and down, and it'll fit in your 6-inch drain pipe. I would stick with the just whatever size you go with. If you just go with the 1-inch fine tuning on the underside of your grow bed, you can't go wrong just going with that, and that way you're good whether you use a 1 inch to 1/2 inch siphon if you're growing got a small 2-foot grow bed, or you can use the 1 1/4 to 3/4 inch, 2 inch to 1 inch. I haven't had much luck with the 1 1/2 to 3/4. I haven't played with it a lot. What little I haven't had that good success with it. You might. I would stick with the ones I've mentioned, and the 2 1/2 inch to 1 inch is it's just a great siphon. It's takes just a little bit more water to get it going, which is fine. You want to be putting a lot of water into your grow beds anyway. Have them siphon 4 times an hour, and if you're doing that, you shouldn't have any problem. It's definitely going to break siphon, and if you use the 1 inch fine tuning on the underside, like I said, you're good whether you use the 2 1/2 inch or the 1 1/4 or the 2 inch to 1 inch or the 1 to 1/2 inch. That 1 inch fine tuning should do you just fine in that whole range of siphons. That way you can use whatever siphon you want, and your fine tuning, stays the same on the underside of the grow bed. And so that's just an update. There it is, the 2 1/2 inch siphon, and it actually fits quite nicely. There's plenty of room in there. I did the 2 inch to 1 inch siphon and trimmed it down, and it actually is a tighter fit than this one because I trimmed that off flush with the 2 1/2 inch pipe, which I guess I could do the same thing with the 2 inch siphon. It's a little more work, but actually once I went the heat gun route, yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually fairly easy. Just heat it up for about 1.5 minutes around the inside corner there, and just give her a few twists and tap her in, and you're good to go. And I'm going to have a natural aquaponics system number 3 update here, and I'll try to have it up today as well. Thanks for listening.